Okay, this is yet another response to Nick Dutch. Uh, and I like responding to Nick Dutch because he's got a very big fan base and I want to steal it. No, no, not seriously, no. Honestly, anyone who understands me and knows me knows I could care less. If I put a video out and 2 people watch it, I could give a damn. It's more about me putting an idea out there. And it's more about... anyways, I had to make that joke. But I do respond to Nick because he is one of the most intelligent and sincere people making videos about occult ideas. And when it comes to that whole genre, like I say, I think her name was Christine Breeze and Nick Dutch. Those are the only 2 people I've actually found online that I would take seriously. Not saying that there aren't others that I are interested in, but yeah, those are the only 2 that I would generally give a damn about. Anyways, I just watched. I'm going to post this as a response to one of Nick's videos, and once again, I'm also one of those really annoying American types because we Americans think we know better than everyone else, and we're better than everyone else, whether we are or aren't. We've convinced ourselves of that. But he made this video about an illness that he had, and it brought to mind a very good friend of mine who had juvenile arthritis. Now, I met him in college, and this guy was wonderful. He was, at the time I met him, he was very interested in the Hare Krishnas. He was very well read on Ram Dass. He was an incredibly positive influence on me. And the reason that I want to discuss him, it was because of his juvenile arthritis. And we talked about karma. And at one point, because we had these wonderful discussions, and granted, I'm much older and wiser now, but these were formative years for me. And I said, well, if you're into all these Eastern beliefs, then how do you explain the fact that you have juvenile arthritis in context of what karma is? How do you explain the fact that, are you somehow marked? You did something terrible in the last lifetime to deserve this? And his response was, my juvenile arthritis is a blessing. It's a blessing. How many people do you know, at the age of, in their teens are considering their mortality? And imagine the dynamic of having the vigor of youth, and this person is also very highly intelligent, and at the same time faced with mortality. It's an incredible combination that would yield results that I wasn't as concerned about my mortality when I was in college. I was more concerned about drinking beer, and that kind of thing, and partying. But I was also concerned about other stuff. But the point that I'm getting at is his concept of karma is everything that happens to you is a blessing. So even though most people would see the fact that, and they joked. I remember just one there was a floor party, and somebody came into his door room, and they saw one of these gigantic bottles of aspirin he had, and they're like, "Oh, you do a lot of aspirin, huh?" And he thought that was cute because they didn't realize, the massive pain that he endured, and why he had to have a gigantic bottle of aspirin. So this individual to me was a very special part of my life, and a very important lesson early on. So I guess the reason I'm responding with this video and telling you about this person, and Nick, I'm not just addressing this to you, by the way, because I know you, like I say, I'm not trying to steal your fan base, but I do want to. I am hoping that, beyond just sharing this with you, other people might be enlightened. The idea that karma is not about good or bad, evil or whatever. Karma is about experience. Karma is about action and reaction, and the beauty of what I learned from my friend Al was something that was a detrimental disease to him, he saw as an opportunity to understand life better. And I'm just going to assume, Nick, you've already figured this out about whatever situation you're in. I just wanted to say that your video reminded me of that, and I appreciate and I'm thankful for the fact that your video reminded me of that, my good friend Al. And I just wanted to share this experience and hope maybe, some of the people that you talk to might get something out of it. Well, anyways, it's Mystic Rob. Peace.